This training will be on how to assign guest rights to the guests that are in your live online meeting conference room. So we're going to log into our room. And again, because we're not going to be using voice over internet or the camera, we're going to choose to skip the audio wizard section. And now we've have already sent our invite out to our guest. We are going to wait until they come into the room, and once they come into the room, we'll show you how to do guest rights. Okay, now we see that our attendee has come into the room. Our attendee is Joe Brown. What we want to do is we want to go in and look at guest rights. So we can look at and give rights to all guests, or we can go in and give rights to one individual guest. You as the host, you have all guest rights by default. So we go in here to our guest, our attendee, they have no rights. So we can go in and determine what we want them to be able to do. So if we want to give them the ability to download files from the Document Center, we simply select Download Files. If we want the Document Center to be live links, which is just an easier way for people to download, what it does is it turns the form into a live link. We can select that. If we want them to be able to do live video, we can select that. If we want to give them the ability to raise their hand, we can do that. If we want to give them voice rights, we can do that. As far as texting, in the chat box here, a lot of times the chat can become distracting to the room. So you have the ability to either have them chat only with the host, to do a private text chat, or to give them full text chat rights so everybody sees what's going on. So the choice is yours. Now, a few things that you want to make sure that you don't give just blatantly to everyone is you want to make sure you don't give everyone whiteboard rights. You don't want to give people the ability to upload files, and you don't want them to give them the ability to share desktop, unless this is someone that is doing the presentation along with you, and then you can go in and give them specific rights. So perhaps Joe has a document that I'm looking for, and I can give Joe the ability to upload files. Joe could then go into the Document Center and upload that file. And then anybody else that is currently in the meeting room, we can give them the ability to download those files. So those are a few of the things that you can do. Use these sparingly. Now, we've given them voice over internet, raise hand, live video. So let's close this and show you just a few things. So if I want to notice up here, first we'll look at Joe up here at the top. Now I'm going to go down here to the bottom and look at the raise hand feature. For me, if I'm raising my hand, notice that the hand pops up. If Joe was to raise his hand, then it would pop up. If you want to now give camera rights, you simply click on the camera button at the bottom, and it will come up and ask if you want to give those camera rights or not. And notice that the camera is highlighted. If my guest was to do that, it would be the same thing. And then when you click on the camera, it goes away. We'll cover video conferencing in another presentation. So those are some of the things that your guest can do. Now, your guest does not see all these bars across the top. They do see a few, and you have the ability to change that, and we'll show that also. But that's an overview for guest rights. You can give everybody rights. You can give individual rights. The recommendation is that you do not give everybody every single right, because then you would lose control of your room. And you can simply click on these to remove the rights. And of course, if you have somebody that's creating a problem in the room, maybe it's on they've chatted something that's inappropriate or whatever, you can simply select dismiss and ban them, and they will be removed from the room. And that's how to utilize guest rights in your live online meeting Flash conference platform.